Having a nice smile makes you feel confident. People love having a nice smile. A smile is kind of portrays who they are. If they can smile big and broad, then they look and feel more confident, and certainly by doing some adjustments to their smile can have a huge effect for them. People are often surprised that I'm a dentist. When I first started, they said, "Oh, when is the dentist coming?" People have told me I don't look like your traditional dentist. I enjoy just changing their perspective somewhat, and I enjoy doing things very, very well that surprise them. There's a lot of challenges, I think, out there in the world of dentistry, and I feel young enough and enthusiastic enough at this point to try and tackle some of them. People can see that I'm really passionate about my profession and what I do, and I think that makes me somewhat different. Hello, my auntie. Welcome back again.
Thank you.
Being Māori, I think, is a huge advantage because a lot of the values that are so strong in Māori culture, I think, link very nicely with dental health and the provision of it, caring and family and looking after people. I was adopted when I was born, and I was raised by two Pākehā, by my mum and dad, Gary and Ellison, who really cared for me, and I got to meet, very lucky to meet my Māori family later in life. And growing up, it was interesting because I was raised with my Pākehā family with two Pākehā brothers, and I was the brown one, but I thought that was fantastic. I've always felt somewhat different to others, and I think it just makes you stronger. And I was lucky I got the best of both worlds.
Now it might be a big deal, but believe me, then we got a little baby and we looked after him.
And that was it? He was ours.
Nothing more than that. It was
nothing
really
more.
simple, actually. Just look after him.
Once we knew, you know, where he came from and things like that, we just allowed him to have whatever he wanted as far as his heritage.
We didn't have a lot of information at the beginning.
No.
But we knew he was brown, because it was fairly obvious. And Allison's dad lived on the Waghorn marae and with a lady called Dorsey, and so we asked Dorsey to name him. So that's why it's got Araki. And so, because the way we felt was, if he has a Maori name, he can use that if he wants to, and if you've seen his nice black V8, it's got Araki on the back.
My father, he's a scientist, and he always made me feel as though you're able to discuss things, and you should be able to feel confident amongst people who are very highly educated. He had around him a lot of people who had PhDs and were professors, and I think having exposure to that always made me never feel afraid to ask questions and to become really involved in that.
What I think is really important is people and not money. Money is a useful sort of thing, but it's not a very good friend. And if you have people of different religions and different races and different languages, yeah, you just become a kind of a happy person, really. And I think that's happened to Scott to quite a large extent. I think he enjoys those sort of things.
I'm looking to build a network of practices. Some of them, I think, need to focus and target the poor, and that's something that I'm really interested in talking about. But it's to understand what numbers you need to get through the door. What I'd like to do with Ngāti Whātua Ōrākei is to establish a group of practices, dental practices, that are owned by Māori, run by Māori, for everyone. I want it to be a practice that stands on its own 2 feet, that doesn't rely on government funding or rely on external interest. It should be a place that is successful as a dental practice and targets directly those that are most in need. Māori typically and traditionally are a little whakamā about their health, and dental is a part of that. And I think that hopefully over time that's going to change.
Hara mai ki konei, ki te Dental Care West. Nā te mea he tino pai Skarariki. He taupau, ngā poka, hara mai konei. He tino rawe taku tamaiti, Scott. He tino whakamarama tia tana mahi. Ai.
And we're all done. You did very well once again. Anyone can have great teeth these days. It's not just something reserved for the rich and privileged few. There's not one ingredient that makes you successful, I think. I'm a cocktail of some things that have all come together, and perhaps you may say like a perfect storm, but you just find your path and you grow with what you know. I think what's been really important for me is to meet my wife 6 years ago. She's been a real rock in my life, and she enables me to go forth and do things and to have confidence. And without her, I know I wouldn't be where I am today.
Really proud of him. I can't believe how much he's achieved at such a young age, and yeah, he's doing amazingly well. Noel takes it in his stride, and yeah, I don't think I'd be able to deal with it, but he does such an amazing job, and he's such a good dad to Benjamin as well, and yeah. And he's really good at coming home and not bringing home the stress with him.
Having a new practice coming on board, and then with having a new baby, definitely has meant that I had to work a bit harder to get my work and life balance together, and it's something that we're always working on. I'm just really excited to, you know, become a really good dad, just like my dad was, and have him grow up and be able to do lots of things with him. Can't wait. And with Rachie as well, of course. One thing that's really important in terms of becoming successful is to break down those big goals into more bite-sized chunks and just do a little bit every day. That's all I do, is I do a little bit every day. I do a lot of things to annoy all the staff that work for me to do little things every day, and I'm always, a big role of mine now is to keep encouraging and to inspire them to do a little thing every day, and hopefully those things all add up and one day it's great. Well, I've got a number of new exciting ventures coming up, but the one that I'm working on hardest at the moment, we're going to be offering things like free checkups for school kids and free orthodontic consultations for people. What has always been typically a very expensive exercise, we're looking to become much more affordable and offering payment plans and lots of things. I'm very lucky, and that's why I'm really interested in doing, for example, my free dental day every year, where I donate an entire day's treatment to the community. It's one little small thing, but it's a way of giving back, and I do free braces for kids who are involved in SIPs because they have crooked teeth, would never ever be able to have straight teeth, so I just do that for free of charge for them. And just little things, I think, hopefully do make some difference.